Hello everyone, welcome to the lecture series on fundamentals and importance and benefits and foundations of algebraic structures and number theory. In today's discussion we are going to talk on congruence and its applications in various reminders. First of all, let us understand the concept of congruence. So congruence talks about when you divide two numbers, you might get a remainder, you may not get a remainder. Sometimes if you get a remainder, so with that remainder we can do a lot of properties into that. If two integers a and b are congruent modulo n, if you are going to call two integers a and b are congruent modulo n, then if they have the same remainder when divided by n. Okay, so two integers a and b are congruent modulo n if they have the same remainder when divided by n. So this is denoted as a congruent b mod n. So what we say is, for example, if you take a number 43 and if you divide by a number 7, so it when you divide 43 divided by 7, it will leave a remainder. So if you take 43 as a and the remainder as b, then your n value will be 7. So this can be taken as an example for a congruent b mod n, for instance. And what we say is, this congruent property satisfies the equivalence relation property, that is, it satisfies reflexive property, symmetric property and transitive property. Any integer is congruent to itself, that is, a is congruent to a mod n. Similarly, symmetric, if a congruent b mod n, if you have a congruent b mod n, then if there is a possibility to bring b congruent a mod n, then you can say a and b are symmetric to each other. That is, a congruent b mod n exists when b congruent mod is there. That is, if a congruent b mod n is there, then b congruent a mod n, if it is going to exist in that sense, you can say it is symmetric. And for transitive, I could say, if a is congruent to b and b is congruent to c, then you can say a is congruent to c. So if there exists a congruent b mod n and b congruent c mod n, then you can see there exists a congruent b mod n. If this condition is satisfied, then you can say transitive property is satisfied. If all these three properties are satisfied, then you can say equivalence property is satisfied. So using the concept of congruence, we can find the reminders. So finding reminders using congruence concept can be done if you have a good knowledge about what is congruence, what is congruence modulo concept. Okay, so in order to find congruence, you should have a clear understanding on modular arithmetic. Okay, so let us see the first example. It is given as 23 mod 5. So what happens there? If you divide 23 divided by 5, if you divide 23 by 5, you get 4 with a remainder of 3. You write 23 congruent 3 mod 5. Similarly, if you take 48 mod 7, then you divide 48 by 7, you get the remainder as 6. So you can write the congruo concept as, that is A congruent B mod n can be written as 28 congruent 6 is the remainder, 28 so 48 congruent 6 mod 7. This is how you represent a congruence concept. Okay, thank you for listening. Thank you.